Good morning and welcome to this edition of Mansfield's Daylilies, Gardening with Daylilies and More. This is a plant that I received this week from Paul Geno, and it's called Dark Temptation. And I just want to talk a little bit about how I handle a plant when it first comes in. I used to put them in water and let them soak for a little while. And as I got a little bit more experienced in planting daylilies, I found out that daylilies really do just fine if you take them out of the box and put them right in the ground. Matter of fact, I think that's the best way to do it. And even in Mr. Geno's information that he sends you when he sends his plants out, he tells you that it's best just to go ahead and put them in the ground. And there's a reason for that. If you can see that white residue on these roots, that's not a fungus, that's actually a fungicide that he's dipped his plants in prior to shipping to make sure that there's not going to be any issues with rot or whatever that may try to attack your plants. So the best thing in the world that you can do when you first get plants in is to put them in the ground. And I agree with Mr. Geno. After planting many plants that came in from in the mail, that's what I do now. So what I'll do with these two, since they're easy here to separate, as you can see, I've already got the ground tore up a little bit. I'm going to dig a hole right there just with my hand. I'm going to make a mound right in the center. I'm going to take these plants, or this plant, and I'm going to put it over top of that little mound that I just made. I'm going to bring the dirt back in around it. Get it in place. You don't have to be fancy with daylilies. They're pretty tough plants. And there you go. This is now planted. I'm going to take the label that Mr. Geno sent with his plant, and I'm going to put that in the ground too. Just stuff it right down in the ground, cover it up. No problem. If ever I lose my label for that plant, I know that there's one in the ground. Then I make labels such as this. I even write on the back side of what it is and who I got it from and when I got it. Put this in the ground. And then, here comes the water, folks. Water your plant in. After you get it planted. I washed off a little bit of the dirt from around the roots, so let's put that back up there. And now I'm going to literally leave this plant alone and let it grow. It's going to do great, and I'm going to have beautiful flowers next year. So that's how I do it here at Mansfield's Daylilies. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week.